Green swept across global markets from Asia to U.S. futures, while crude oil prices plunged sharply as major bottlenecks in global energy supply were suddenly removed. Late Sunday night U.S. time, President Donald Trump announced on social media that a deal with the Islamic Republic of Iran had been finalized. The most notable point in his message was the authorization to fully reopen the critical maritime route through the Strait of Hormuz free of charge, alongside the immediate removal of the U.S. naval blockade against Iran. Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, whose country played a mediating role, confirmed that both sides had agreed to permanently end all military activities across all fronts. The official signing ceremony is scheduled to take place on Friday, June 19, in Switzerland. This breakthrough has effectively eliminated earlier concerns about a potential collapse of negotiations due to clashes between Israel and Hezbollah forces in Lebanon. In response to this landmark geopolitical development, Asia-Pacific markets opened with strong gains. South Korea's Kospi index led the region with an impressive surge of 5.17%. Japan's markets also rallied sharply, with the Nikkei 225 jumping 5.13% and the TOPIX rising 3.63%. In Australia, the S&P/ASX 200 recorded a gain of 2.62%. At the same time, U.S. stock futures moved higher across the board to start the new trading week. Dow Jones futures climbed 342 points, or 0.7%. S&P 500 futures advanced 0.9%, while Nasdaq 100 futures surged 1.4%. The current rally in U.S. equities is not driven solely by geopolitical relief but is also fueled by strong investor enthusiasm following the record-breaking initial public offering, IPO, of SpaceX over the weekend. SpaceX shares soared more than 19% on their market debut, pushing its valuation beyond $2 trillion and attracting a record $118 million in net retail inflows. The success of SpaceX is seen as a highly positive signal, encouraging capital to flow into technology and innovation-driven companies. In contrast to the stock market's surge, global oil prices experienced a sharp sell-off as the Strait of Hormuz reopened. President Trump's call to "let the oil flow" triggered a nearly 5% drop in U.S. crude futures, falling to $80.80 per barrel. Brent crude, the global benchmark, also declined by 3.9% to $83.89 per barrel. Looking ahead, investors will closely monitor key economic data this week, including housing figures, retail sales, and, most importantly, the upcoming policy meeting of the Federal Reserve. According to the CME FedWatch tool, there is now over a 98% probability that the central bank will keep interest rates unchanged. The U.S. trading week will also be shortened, as markets will be closed on Friday in observance of the Juneteenth holiday.